When I was 16 years old, I had my first abortion. I grew up in Europe and we had tons of freedom. We were living as adults as soon as we were able to reach the bar. And obviously when you're drinking, you lose all of those inhibitions, and sex became one of those recreational things that we did. And at that time, I was 16, I had no other alternatives. My parents didn't have to sign for it. I didn't want my mom to know, so I went and had an abortion. And from there, it just got worse. So by the time I was in my early 20s, I had another abortion. There's an emptiness and a darkness when you take away a life that's inside of you that takes years and years to recover from. You never feel quite right when you're sitting in that waiting room and it's your turn to get on that table. When I had that last abortion, I knew in my heart that it wasn't the right thing to do. I knew it wasn't the right thing to do, but I felt like I really had no choice. I had no support. So I just looked in the phone book, and I had no money, really. He didn't want to spend money on going to a regular doctor, and we didn't have insurance. So I just looked in the phone book, and there it was, free pregnancy tests, downtown pregnancy center. I didn't know what I was walking into. I thought, it could have been Planned Parenthood for all I knew. The ladies at the pregnancy center were just wonderful. They took me into a room, and we started talking about my choices, and they opened up the Bible and read to me Psalm 139, and I really understood that what I was carrying in my body had already been predestined to be a part of my life, and it was a baby. And those women, without knowing me, stood behind me and helped me stand firm in my decision to keep this child. And I told my boyfriend, even before we left the pregnancy center, I'm gonna have this baby. And without that pregnancy center, I don't think I would be here today where I am. There's nothing better than choosing life. I'm Bridgette, and this is the story about my choice.